Kyle, season 15 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is like our annual check-in. How are you feeling about the show?
I'm feeling better than I was last year, that's for sure.
Okay, that's good.
I feel good, actually, very good.
Okay, the last 2 years I feel like you've gone, I don't know if I can do this again.
Well, I mean, I've had many years where I thought, I don't think I can do this again, but, you know, I don't know. Here I am. What can I tell you?
The trailer drops.
Why don't you ask what you really want to ask? I could go Brad, I could go Angelina.
Is that an official anything, or are people reading into what that comment is?
I don't think it's an official anything. You know, I don't like labels, really. I knew where the girls were going, and I thought, you know, give them what they want. It made them laugh and hopefully get them off my back.
Yeah, here, take this.
Exactly.
It does come up in the premiere that you are free to date, but you are not dating.
Mm-hmm.
This was months ago. Has that changed at all?
No.
No.
That has not changed. I'm not someone who's ever going to go on a dating app, and I don't love going out. I don't even drink, and I'm really enjoying just being by myself with my daughters at home, and when I'm not, I'm working.
I thought it was wild when Rachel Zoe said, you need to go out 3 nights a week.
3 nights a week? I was like, Rachel Zoe, are you okay? For her, getting dressed is easy. You know, she's a stylist. That is already, you know, too much work for me. Getting dressed, having to put makeup on, you know, I go to bed early. It's a lot to put myself out there.
Yeah.
And go out all the time, so.
I did notice, though, you used the word single when asked about it, which was not a word you were comfortable saying a year ago.
I'm still not comfortable saying the word single. It feels very strange. I've been married the majority of my adult life. The image of like a single woman my age is just something I never thought it would be. I'm getting there, but it doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but I'm saying it, you know? Here I am.
The other moment I think Bo's induced again is
I have to know what you want.
Someone who likes sex.
Wow!
I mean, they were just pushing and pushing. I mean, I have a few requirements, okay?
Okay, what else is on there?
Funny, intelligent, driven, of course attractive, likes animals. That's very important
That
to
would
me.
be maybe number 1 for
I
living
mean,
with
if you don't like animals, that's a hard no for me.
Yeah.
Also smoking. I do not like cigarettes.
Okay, these are the hard lines. Erica does tell you in the trailer,
You need to get out there and do whatever makes you happy.
I'm trying.
what have you discovered that makes you happy?
Just being at peace, that I don't need someone. Of course, it's nice to have someone, but I was afraid to be alone, and I know that I can be, so that's a very freeing feeling.
Where do you and Mo exist right now?
Mo and I are life partners, and you know, we have children together, we have a family together. So regardless of us being a couple or not, we are in each other's lives, we support each other, we care about each other's well-being, we talk all the time. We're on very good terms, and I'm very happy that we're able to be in the position that we're in.
Has the needle moved at all this way toward reconciliation, this way toward divorce?
The needle has not moved. I think that when you've been married so many years, there's so much that goes into creating that big life together, and to make that next step is just difficult and complicated, and there's a lot more involved than people realize. So until we're forced to do something, we're just sort of existing the way we are.
So what works right now is working right now until it doesn't work.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
He does pop up in the trailer for a conversation with Dorit.
Yes.
He's never texted me once asking to see the kids.
Again, it's just I'm hearing different stories.
I mean, I saw what she said to you.
It was actually Kyle's suggestion that Mo and I meet. The issue with Kyle and PK was that I wasn't aware. Even if I were to meet with Mo and it wasn't Kyle's suggestion, Kyle would have known about it. That's really, I think, the whole point of my issue last year.
I knew about her having lunch with Mo, so it was different than sending memes to each other when she didn't know. She'd always known about that. That happened for years. I didn't even know they had filed for divorce until it was in the press. If we'd been in a better place and we'd been speaking, it would have been very different.
Yeah.
And then I would have said, you know, by the way, he's still sending memes, and you know, and then she would have said, please don't do that. Then I would have said, no problem.
But it became such an outside conversation.
It became such an outside conversation, and people weren't getting that, you know, it wasn't like, you know, why didn't you tell me? We weren't speaking. I didn't even know you were filing for divorce.
So how do you feel about her having that meeting with him?
I encouraged it.
Okay.
I have no reason to worry about Mo and Dorit, and I wanted Mo to be able to help Dorit and PK find some road to having a peaceful separation. I still didn't understand why she thought it was weird that PK would still send funny memes. Just like I don't think it's weird that, you know, she and Mo sat down to talk.
You do say in the premiere that You have cut ties with PK. When did you make that hard line?
Oh, right when that arguing started. That was a very obvious. There are no memes being sent, and I would tell Mo, just so you know, what happened, and Dorit, got upset, even though I don't really think she was upset. I think she was just looking to have a problem with me. But I just said, obviously, I'm not gonna speak to him. And then he relayed that message to PK. He thought it was stupid, and I was like, well, oh well. It is what it is.
It is what it is. The Dorit saga continues this season. It seems like one step forward, two steps back.
Yes.
She had every opportunity to show me
it's like
that it was back, that she was there, that we were... And
that we're both in this.
Have I felt that she is with me? No.
Where did the two of you net out?
Well, it started out very hopeful, which was great because I care about her and I missed our friendship. She's obviously going through a lot. Things definitely come to, I want to say blows, and it's not in a great place now, if I'm being honest.
Is that blows the Amsterdam level fight you have teased about this season?
Perhaps.
Okay. We'll get back to that in a second.
Yes.
Dorit keeps making this point that she's no longer sitting and taking it.
Those days of me sitting there, grinning and bearing it, swallowing it, taking it, those days are over.
When you look back at your friendship with her, do you feel like she was taking a back seat to you?
Never. I never felt like Dorit was, taking these punches like a little sitting duck, ever. I think that that's just something that she said and she's sticking with it, and just because she says it doesn't make it true.
Erica then appears to get roped into this drama.
I am interjecting because this is a three-way thing.
Erica, I'm not doing this.
I'm not gonna stop talking, Dorit.
Rumor has it they also did not land in the best place. What is the dynamic?
Well, you may or may not have noticed we weren't exactly, braiding each other's hair at BravoCon. Things are not great. I am hopeful that we will get to a place again, and perhaps when she's not going through what she's going through, I think that's clouding her maybe view of the situation.
Do you feel like it's almost misplaced anger, like misdirected, that she's feeling all these feelings and she just needs an outlet and maybe you have to be the outlet?
I absolutely feel that, and I said that, but I don't think she liked
didn't
that very
receive
much.
that.
Well, Sutton also said that last year, so
That's true.
I think that struck a nerve.
You're angry, and you're not angry at me. You're angry at your life.
Oh.
The Amsterdam level fight, how bad is it?
To me, when you have relationships that are actually strong and genuine, and there's an explosive argument like that, it has a lot more impact than a newer person coming on the show or someone you're, don't care about that much. And like Amsterdam, it was my sister and close friends, so it hit a lot harder because of the people that were involved.
There's also this,
You're lying. And you know what doesn't lie? The cameras.
who is that directed at?
Am I allowed to say? Well, I think you're gonna have to wait and find out, but I always find it interesting. If you're saying something and you know the cameras are there, how do you think lying about it later is going to turn out? And I'm thinking to myself, you do realize the cameras were there, and we're all going to be seeing this in about 6 months. So this is not going to end well.
Is it new friend or old friend?
Newer.
Okay, newer.
An existing friendship that's been there a while would never make that rookie mistake. So I was like, I don't like to break the fourth wall, but honestly, in that moment, I was getting so frustrated. I'm thinking, how are you actually both lying to me when there were cameras there and you're wearing a microphone? We'll see how that pans out.
Baptism by fire for whoever that is.
Yes.
Another confession from you in the premiere is you wish the Sutton you knew in private would show herself in front of this group and with the other women. Who is the Sutton you see that we're not seeing?
The Sutton I see is someone who is very supportive, loving, and sensitive, very fun and funny. I've shared a lot with Sutton, and she shares a lot with me, and we'll talk on the phone for an hour and a half, just very open, completely safe, never thinking we can't trust one another. So when she has these moments, I think,
I'm sorry, you need to pick on somebody else whose wallet fits.
Oh, damn. Okay.
that's just not the Sutton that I know. And that's why I got very frustrated with her in the past. So I'm hoping that she finds that balance.
What do you think it is? Is it a defense mechanism or?
I think maybe getting caught up in the moment. I think maybe other castmates in her ear at times. I don't know. For me, in these 15 years, what I say on camera is what I'm gonna say off camera. So whenever someone doesn't do that, my little
Antennas go off.
antennas go off, and I'm like, why would this person be doing that to me? And who's the real person? Who am I to trust here?
Yeah, I can understand your point of view because she really struggled last season to explain the whose wallet fits comment. She couldn't even come up with a reason
Well, I mean,
for it.
that coming out of her mouth, I mean, I cannot defend that.
Yeah.
And then I have someone like Dorit saying, how could you be friends with someone like this type of thing? You know, not literally maybe, but, and I can't even defend that. I don't know why she would say something like that because the person I know, the Sutton that I know, doesn't talk like that.
Right. She's in a new place in life. She's about to be an empty nester. Garcelle is out of the picture. Avi is out of the picture. How do all these changes change the Sutton that showed up this season?
I think that Sutton's done a lot of reflecting, and I think that, and watching her interactions with the people, you know, the rest of the ladies and myself, I think that she's learned a lot and thought, you know, I don't like what I see in those moments, and I'm going to do something to change that about myself. And I think everyone felt that about her across the board, and it was actually very nice. That doesn't mean that she doesn't have her moments.
Yeah, she's still Sutton at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever get an answer that made sense to you about the Avi situation and why she had to part ways with him?
No, other than, you know, people move on and things change. So,
And
you know, we don't always get to know the whole story around here.
No. The same is true of the Garcelle situation, which affects more than just Sutton. That's the entire group. Do you feel like you'll ever get an answer out of her of why she operated the way she did at the end there and kind of cut everybody off?
I don't know, because I haven't seen her at all, and I know she made some comment on Watch What Happens Live that, you know, if the show didn't exist, who would she actually be friends with? And she said me. And I thought, well, why haven't you reached out to me? You know, I really thought we were developing a great friendship, so that was surprising to me.
All right, Bose, last season she described you as cold and unwelcoming, which I think was very present in your mind moving forward with her once you knew that. Where does your friendship exist with her? Were you able to move beyond the acquaintance stage?
I had to really get past that because I had a completely different experience, and no one has ever said that about me in the cast. So I really had to put that out of my head going into her second season because I wanted to give us a fair chance. So I just thought, okay, who knows why she said that, did that, but we're gonna start with a clean slate. And I really do think that that made a big difference.
Okay, she's able to separate the Dorit of it all.
I mean, I hope so. Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna be surprised by what I see in the show.
Yeah, the confessionals maybe.
Exactly. I don't know what's coming from me.
Quite a bit of new blood this season. The biggest fish in the pond, Rachel Zoe.
Yep.
How do we feel about Rachel Zoe as housewife?
She's fabulous. I've known Rachel just socially, so I didn't, you know her as a person, and I actually had not seen her show before when she was on Bravo. So I was getting to know her along with the audience will be getting to know this Rachel.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rachel being separated and being in the mix here is different than what she was doing before.
Yeah, it's a very different Rachel Zoe. How would you have reacted when she confessed?
Someone tried to set me up with Mo in Aspen.
And if she had said, and I went out with him?
Honestly, when she said, I was thinking, oh my gosh, that's Kyle's husband, but I actually didn't know her well enough. She probably could have, and it wouldn't have been that inappropriate. I teased with her, and I don't know if it's shown in the episode or not, but I said, you're too old for him.
What do you make of his pivot into modeling?
Listen, that wouldn't be happening if we were still together, obviously. But listen, he's a good looking guy. It's a great brand. Do I love those photos like that? Is it kind of weird? Yes, it's weird.
Also weird, Amanda, who lives in your old home. How did this all come together?
So Amanda bought my old house in Bel Air, and I didn't know her at all. She had posted a story on her Instagram and tagged me saying, please, can you guys all leave me alone? This is my home now. I can do what I want with it. And I saw that people were actually harassing Amanda for posting a video of her with her husband and kids, like taking a hammer to the floors and smashing them. And people were attached to the house and had some sort of, affection for it because of the show. So I had to put on my story, please let her be. This is their home now. They're able to do what they want with it. And so that's how I ended up meeting her.
How does she fit into the group? Because I got a very mixed reaction from your co-stars at BravoCon.
Amanda honestly was a little annoying in the beginning.
She's called the Millionaire Money Queen. She kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way this season, which is fabulous.
Amanda is too young. I mean, I said it to her face. I'll say it to you. I'll say it to everybody else. I said it.
I'm young and successful, and I'm not financially dependent on a man, and she outsourced her financial well-being to a man, and it didn't go well.
I think it was a very bumpy entry into this group for her, definitely. And because I sort of knew her, she leaned on me more. I could sense the reaction to some of the people, so I felt, kind kind of take her under my wing kind of a thing.
Erica really did not seem to gel with her.
Yes. There's a lot of clashing that goes on right out of the gate for sure.
Is it bumpy the whole way, or do we land the plane?
It's not smooth.
Okay.
It's not smooth. It gets worse.
Then there's Natalie, who I think we don't meet for a little while. What does she add to the mix?
Natalie also came in like a deer in the headlights.
Okay.
And I pick up on that. But, you know, she's great, and she's also a great addition to the show. And there are definitely some moments there that don't go well for her and mixing in with the group, but she'll figure it out.
We also get our dose of kooky Kathy.
Oh, it's Hunky Dory. Is that a nickname for someone?
Oh my God. Listen, people look at me like, explain it's your sister. I don't always know what my sister's up to either. And sometimes, you know, I can't tell if she's joking, if she's serious. A lot of times she will do these like inside jokes with me or try to tell me something on camera, forgetting she's wearing a mic, and she'll be saying something to me and I'm like, Kathy, like the cameras are on us and I don't know what you're talking about. No one knows what you're talking about. Can you save this for later maybe?
Your family dynamic, you're the youngest, but you have the older sister energy.
I know, I've heard that before. And she says, you know, Kyle's very strict, and she's a Capricorn. She loves to say that. And I'm like, what do you consider strict? Like, that I don't like to take phone calls, you know, in the middle of the night?
2 in the morning?
Oh, 2 in the morning is being generous. Like, but yeah, she's definitely entertaining. She's very, very funny, my sister, and I'm happy that all of the people get to see what I've always seen in her and appreciate in her.
It's so funny from the early days of the show when she would come on for her cameos and be very prim and proper.
Oh,
to
yeah.
now,
That's out the window.
this being like, oh, this is the Kathy that you all know.
Yes.
Clips of Kim were all over BravoCon. Is there any update to share there of how she's doing?
She's doing great. You know, she just moved into a new place and she's got beautiful grandchildren and she's doing good.
Glad to hear it. What are you most excited about for this season?
I think for me, this season is just to be moving on. It was really hard for me last season. Mo moving out, Alexia moving out. There were so many changes. I think I was just coming to terms with losing my best friend, Laureen. I had buried it for so long and it felt like everything was crashing down on me at once. I feel a lot lighter this season and I'm just looking forward to not feeling that heaviness that I felt.
Yeah. How do you feel about being a mother-in-law now?
I know, like people will say to me, how's your son-in-law? And I have to pause every second, you know, every time it happens and think, I have a son-in-law. That's so crazy. And I will text Alexia, I can't believe I have a son-in-law. Like, it's so funny.
And is she like, and I can't believe I have a husband?
Like, she does say that. It's just so funny to me, you know, because even though she's 29, she has a very childlike energy about her. Just to think that she's a wife and has a husband is so funny to me. And I feel so grateful that they have each other. And I mean, he's just so loving. I said at the wedding, every time he passes me, if he's at the house or wherever we are, he'll give me a hug and tell me, I love you, Kyle, every time. And I'm like, is this what having a son feels like? I like this.
A different energy.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, my girls are so sweet too, but he's just so sweet.
And we'll get to see the wedding on the show.
Yeah. I didn't allow the big cameras in, but we had smaller cameras and, you know, a lot of the stuff we shoot actually surprisingly is done on an iPhone at times.
Right.
Which people don't realize, so we allowed some of that so we could show it too, because I know the audience would be expecting that after watching her grow up.
Yeah.
So they will see that, yes.
Is there anything you are dreading beyond the big fight?
I think that's the thing I'm dreading the most, because I don't like seeing someone I care about hurt. I don't like to be hurt by someone I care about, you know, and there's 3 of us involved, you know, the people that I'm closest to on the show. It's difficult to relive those moments because I know it's going to set us back even farther.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, girls.
I'm not going anywhere.
I am. Go yourselves.
And I want to move forward, and it's just too difficult with the show airing and watching these scenes play back, and you know, our lives, all that we went through is just going to set us back farther. I was already getting annoyed this morning watching, you know, some things I saw in the interviews. I'm like, well, there we go, now I'm annoyed again. Another step backward.